Eva, you want to come say hi? Oh my goodness, hello. Why are we at this window, you may ask? We are back at this window because I am going to be creating a new cat tree for Eve because Eve has a hard time getting comfy cozy on the windowsill here. And you'd be like, oh, well, maybe it's because of the foam you put there. I'm not going to lie, that maybe plays a part. Overall, I think that it's just too narrow. I just want to build something that goes across most of the window here that enables her to comfortably lay and bask in the sun and chill. Show you the design of what I have cooked up and we'll get into it. This is the overall idea, and we ended up with this design because Eve loves tearing up carpet. This whole side right here is actually going to be carpet. We'll experiment with that later. I have the IKEA thing. This top, I'm just going to build a box out of wood. This is just going to show how I'm actually going to put it together. So the thing about this project is a lot of it is actually going to be put together with pocket holes. Show you more of that as we get started. First things first, we are going to assemble all of our materials. What I'm doing here is I'm using the shelving pieces that I had for a closet build thing that I did downstairs. And what these are going to be is the bottom and middle shelf. That went really smoothly and I'm really glad with how they turned out. What we're going to do next for the middle shelf is, here you can kind of see, or it's supposed to look like, the wood is notched into the shelf here. Let's get that cut out on the middle shelf. How I'm going to do that is I'm going to use just a spare 2x4 and I'm just going to put it where I need it and trace it. Let's see how it goes. Next on the agenda, we have to do the pocket holes on the bottom of the middle shelf where I have this note. And so we have to do it for this one, that one, and those. I haven't decided yet if I'm going to paint the wood supports and stuff or if I'm just going to stain and seal them. I'm leaning towards probably staining and sealing them because I just like the look and I have the stuff to do it. Now we are over at the other end of the studio. We're going to be cutting all of the support pieces. I am using the scrap wood that I had from when I tried to build an arched wall. Framing a wall, very hard. With that said, we have to cut 4 36-inch pieces first. Okie dokie artichokes. Now's the part where we see how much material we have to work with so that I can tell where and what. Ooh, is this a carpet cutter? I've never used one before, but that's really exciting. Looks dangerous. I'm hesitant because this piece is the thickest. This one is better. I do like this one. I like the pattern of it. I like how thin it is. I think I'll use this one on the actual shelf part. Last option. This piece is very long. That's sick. Today is the same day, and I'm gonna see about which stain color I want to use. I found this stain in the basement. Don't know how old it is. All I know is it's a grayish color. The main reason I didn't want to use paint was because most of the paints that I have are the colors that are up here already. Oh shit. Lucky mushrooms that's on my hand. See how this looks. I don't know that I'm sold on it. Let's do the other one on the other side. I do like this color. I think I'm going to go with the brown because when I seal it, it will look very nice. Let's stain that. And then we're going to start on the carpet stuff. Okay, let's do it. Alrighty, bedidey guys. Have I ever upholstered anything? Absolutely fucking not. Because this is like normal carpet, it's definitely not easy mode in terms of bending it. For these bits that are going to be wrapped over, we'll get there. For now, we're just going to figure out how to get to the next step. You feel me? Let me move this. So we're actually going to start at this end. She says confidently. Okay. 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 we're free. Now we're gonna look at affixing this to the thing. I have no idea what I'm doing. I'm going to add the 6000 first, and then I'm gonna staple, 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 and then I'll add the clamps. Let's knock out the other side. Hi, hello, and pardon the hair on my shirt. I was just cuddling with Archie. I don't feel like I need to apologize for that. But the other day, I put the second coat on what's going to be the base of the cat tree. I was really tempted to start assembling it all, but then I was like, wait a second. We need to deal with the box on the top. Oh, do that. So Big Baby and I here are about to see how those pieces that I cut fit onto the box shape that I've created. If it's not perfect, it's not perfect. It's fine, actually, because it's going to get covered with more carpet. I've got unfortunate news. I cut the sides too short. Now, assemble the box. I'm actually wondering if I should individually carpet these before I put them on. That sounds like a good idea. So now it's like, well, what color do I want to do the basket at the top? So in the diagram, this is also carpeted. She likes to climb up the post in the back of the scratching tree downstairs. And so then I was like, okay, well, so then I just ended up making this whole side a thing because she also might just like it. I'm leaving this side open for interpretation. Alright, so it's probably like 10 minutes later. Decided that the top tier is going to be the same color as the carpet that I used on the middle tier, which is a low-key misrepresented by that gray. Let's figure out how to wrap these pieces in the light-colored carpet. So we had to give up on the arched thing because I just did not have the patience. Now what I'm going to do is to pre-drill some holes to put these screws into. As you can see, I was going to use the nail gun. That was humbling, embarrassing. It was rough. I guess tried and true wood glue. I'm just going to wood glue this to the side of here. I'm going to get this glued and then I'm going to bed because that was a lot. Choices were made yesterday. Is this the prettiest cat bed you've ever seen? It's a box, that's for sure. What ended up happening is I glued it. I think you saw that. And then I put it upside down and I just shot a bunch of nails into it. Today, though, we're going to be working on assembling the entire thing. In order to do that, we need to drill some pocket holes. I'm not trying to drill through carpet again. We learned that that's not how it works. Hopefully it goes better than yesterday. Let's get to it. Here comes the hard part of the entire thing. If the entire thing wasn't already the hard part. With those pocket holes drilled, I bring it down here. Supports right here. And right here. Oh, hell yeah. Next, that one's not perfectly level, but fine, she says. Well, we are rapidly approaching the spot in which I was most nervous about. I've decided that I am going to put this one right here. It's only going to be there temporarily because it will hold this middle while I do the other steps. I am going to take the 2.5-inch screws. Use these to drill through the bottom into it to secure the whole thing together. Flip this over. Oh my god, I'm so excited already. Check if that's level. It is. Part of me is like thinking about this project like plankton. I don't know. I didn't think I was going to get this far. Because what do you mean I'm building a cat tree? It's kind of freaking crazy. It's a decent cat tree, if I do say so myself. We're going to get down under. And Nathan's my hero because he was able to separate these two things because this one is rusted. Sorry, you didn't get to see that, but it is level and level. Now that that's on there, I'm going to tilt this over. I'm going to screw each of those through the bottom. Then we will hit these on the side. Let's tackle that. Oh, there's a baby. Anyway, I need you to look at the boy. Oh my goodness. Look at this man. Oh boy. There's this little menace. This is my favorite menace. Her and her curly cute tail. Anyway, we're going to staple this over that. Alright, let's get to it. Okay, artichokes. What we're doing next, I am going to cry my eyes out while I cut out these corners here so that I can pocket hole into the top of this on all 4 of these corners. With that, as you can see, the pocket holes are not there, so I have to tip this over. In the meantime, I'm just going to show you Archie while I talk about this. He's just a goodish boy. Not me realizing that I didn't have to do all these pocket holes, and I probably could have just taken my nail gun and went poof, poof. But big yawn. That was definitely an option. As for what's next though, we're going to figure out how to put that side piece on that side. I don't know how that's going to go. And then when Nathan gets home, just stop at the hardware store and pick up more staples for me. So then I can put more of the pattern carpet onto these end pieces. Archie and I are going to wait till Nathan gets home. We'll see what happens from there. Howdy, goobers and boobers. We are back with another day. Please hold while I get our visualization ready. We're going to work on this curved piece right here. This morning, Nathan and I went on a lovely double bagel date. But then we stopped at Home Depot and we picked up another sheet of MDF. And this can bend very far. Before we do that, though, we have to figure out how we're going to attach it. And how we're going to attach it is up here and then at the wood down there. With that, I have to cut the MDF down to size. What I did to do that is I just made a template here of what kind of curve I wanted. Alright, so like 32-ish, question mark. That's enough of this piece for right now. I just have to measure this. Cool. And then we have our rectangular piece for right there. New dusk, a new day. It is the afternoon after work. With this piece cut for the curvy part, I have decided that I was going to actually make my life easier. Instead of trying to wrap the edges of this piece that is quite literally 1/8 of an inch thick, I'm just going to glue the front of it to the one side. I also still have to attach that. We'll get there. In the meantime, it's fun. 24 hours later, let's take a look-see and see what we've got. Seems to have stuck pretty well. Before that, though, my first trick is going to be shooting the frick out of this. That seems to have worked. Now is the part where we make it or break it. Is this piece of wood going to snap when I try to bend it? And is it going to be the shape that I want? I am scared. Okay, that goes there. Oh. 1 segundo. Oh, jeez. That's like really pushing that. I think I should attach it to that side first. With the knowledge that we've acquired, I'm going to cut 2 notches on the bottom here so that I can screw through this to attach it to there. And then at that point, this will be relatively upright. And I think that will help with the thing we've got going on here. Here we go, final afters. I think that brings us to the end of this project. Eve really does enjoy it. I am thoroughly enthused that this top part went together with nails. Look at her go. I am going to stare at this for a good long while and figure out whether or not I should add any more support to this, or whether or not just having this box here is enough support for them to jump on this. Eve is not as forceful as Archie or Walter. Luckily, they don't come up here very often because this is Eve's zone. Eve was an only child, if you didn't know, for about almost 2 years. And then I brought Archie into our lives, and she's tolerated him ever since. Anyway, I hope you learned as much as I did. I'm fairly happy with it. Went better than I could have hoped for. Not gonna lie. Actually, I'm not gonna lie to you. I am looking forward to doing the next one downstairs. Don't know when that'll be. I honestly need a little break from building things. The only part of this that concerns me is this part right here that looks like it's leaning. If it breaks, and we'll deal with it then. And maybe I'll do something else over here. Let's come back to me taking a break, though, from building things. There will potentially still be videos this summer. I like doing YouTube sort of as a hyperfixation of sorts, and the hyperfixation is on its tail end. Not to say I'm going to quit or anything, because I feel like I've gained a good little momentum here. I do know that there will be boat content, potentially, 4th of July vlog, and other stuff of this summer. I don't know what, but there will be shenanigans. Will you see them 2 months after they happen? Very likely. I'm not gonna lie to you. I'm sorry. I'm fascinated, speechless, oogly oddling, because she's just being so cute right now. I genuinely think that she really likes this. I love that she's just a black cat, so it looks like I'm just playing with like the void right here. I don't know where to leave this. I really hope you enjoyed watching and learned something about constructing a cat tree and working with carpet, because I sure did. Yeah. Heather signing off, checking out. Bye!